Hey everyone, it's Brett Hornby here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another Calgary Stampeders game day video post. We are wrapping up July, the last week of July, down there. We'll be on Friday, July the 26th. The Calgary Stampeders will be back on the road, as they will be taking on the Ottawa RedBlacks. It'll be a 5 p.m. kickoff at TD Place Stadium, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, or be 7 in Ottawa. It's going to be interesting to see how this matchup goes, as the Calgary Stampeders are 3-3, firmly third in the West Division coming in this one. However, all three of those wins came at home, including that big win last Sunday when we honored Wally Buono. At halftime, Calgary won 25-24 for a nice, complete statement win. However, the Ottawa RedBlacks, one of my bold predictions at the start of the season, was I figured Ottawa was going to be a better team and good enough to host a playoff game this year. Well, right now they are 4-2 and second in the East Division. It's nice to actually see Ottawa be a strong team for a change in the CFL, at least in my lifetime. But they're also 3-0 at home, and they're coming off of a 20-14 win against the Edmonton Elks at home. So I'm going to say, will the trends continue for both teams, as Calgary has not won it on the road yet this season. But I'm going to say this team has shown that they've come along, and I think, if they were to finish the deal off in Winnipeg a couple weeks ago, they would have came out on that one. And I'm going to say last week was a big statement win for the Calgary Stampeders with the win over the BC Lions. I think Jake Maier is proving that I think he is progressing as a starter in the CFL, and apparently he's already 10th all-time in passing franchise history. So I think he started 32 or 33 straight games since he took over for Bo back in 2022, which is definitely incredible to think how long he's been at it and riding and up and down. But he's still a young upcoming quarterback. I know Calgary, the only major injury that came out of the game last week was a returner in Eric Brooks. Apparently he broke his arm and is done for the year, so that's going to take a hit in our return game. Ottawa, they're also got a young up-and-coming quarterback in Dru Brown, who has taken the opportunity of being a starter from the Winnipeg Blue Bombers as a free agent signing or release, I think. I don't remember exactly what it was. And then they still have Dustin Crum to run in the short yards situations, and then they have Justin Hardy and Kyle Armstead. Hardy for the receiver and Armstead for the receiver, and then they got Lamont for a tackler on defense. So I'm going to say Ottawa have always been stingy on defense, but their offense has definitely been a lot better this season. So I'm going to still anticipate yet. I'm going to dare say another tough matchup. I'm going to dare say another close game, as Calgary and Ottawa has had some interesting games in the past. Calgary, every game that they've been involved in this season has been decided by 9 or less points. So I'm going to say that trend is going to continue for either way if both teams play to the top of their abilities. But I'm going to say Calgary is showing that I think they're better than last season. But I think last season, despite finishing 6-12, they lost a couple of those close games where I think the team could have easily been 9-9 or 10-8. So maybe this is making up for it from last season. It's an opportunity once again to still firmly stay in third place in the West Division and a playoff spot. And I guess another measuring stick, I should dare say, is Ottawa is looking like they're one of the better young teams in the league this season, despite keeping Bob Dice as head coach because I think he's a great coordinator, but maybe he's showing that he can be as a good head coach as well. So after this game, the Calgary Stampeders, because they had a short week where they played Sunday night in the heat at home and then travel across the country to the nation's capital for Friday night. Well, they're going to have a little bit of a longer week as the next game will be on Sunday, August the 4th. That would be part of the August long weekend. They'll be hosting the Toronto Argonauts, first of back-to-back, which I'll be attending both games, or at least that's the plan, as, well, Calgary will be playing Toronto here on the 4th of August. And then in a couple weeks' time, I'm hoping to be in Toronto, as that's the plan, and I'll be spending my summer vacation in Toronto, so I'll be catching the Stampeders in Toronto for Friday, August the 9th. And then I guess looking further ahead, the game after that will be Thursday, August the 16th. We'll be back at home, which I'll be back at home by then to take on the Ottawa RedBlacks. So the next 4 games the Calgary Stampeders will be playing will be against Ontario-based teams. Starting first with the Ottawa RedBlacks, or the Rouge et Noir, as try to have my best French, as they'll say. So as I close out, as I say, if you want to follow along with this Calgary sports fans journey, just make sure you hit like, subscribe. I have my other social media links down in the description below. Go Stamps go, hopefully for a nice, clean, tough game, and hopefully we'll come out with a win, get a first win on the road, and I'll say, see you in the next video.